just have to live long enough so everyone else has quit their job and there's new guys in the field who don't know anything. That very much helps it.
Good evening.
Good. Oh, we're recording. Good evening.
It's on.
Welcome. It's on.
Turn those dials to 11.
Oh, it's on. All right.
The green light is blinking, which means you have to engage brain and interest.
Preferably at the same time. Yeah.
At the same time, madness. We won't stand for it.
Okay, sit down then.
Sorry?
Sit down then if you can't stand for it. Or won't stand for it.
Yeah.
I've been sitting down all day. I'd much rather stand for it.
So we started there. Okay. Welcome to this week's episode of the Make Crude Mistakes podcast, the number 114th in the line, with Phil from Phil Make Things, KJ from Crude But Efficient, and myself, Haavard, from Behind the Mistakes. New week, closer to the end of the year. How are you feeling?
I thought you were talking about a different end here. It sounded like it.
Who knows? I mean, I realized that this year you have something called Black November. I mean, it started as Black Friday and then it was Black Week. Now it's Black. I mean, what?
Black Weeks. They added an S this year. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we going next year? Is it Black Year or
Black Autumn, perhaps?
Autumn? Yeah.
Black last quarter.
Black second half of the year, and then just Black Year. So it's Black Year in 2030, if my math is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, please. The business rates have never been more expensive, and we've never been selling so little shit. Please buy it.
Yeah. Now that
I know you bought a new telly last year, but how about a new telly or a new sofa?
I mean, you're probably going to be laid off anyways. You would like to sit home with a huge screen. I had a fun one today. Of course, since summer, they've started like, all right, all the hired-ins are being let go, and then maybe we should start looking at offering early retirement. That sounds like a gift, which really isn't. And then, today they said there will be no company-wide Christmas parties this year, but they needed to make sure that, but we're not planning on laying anyone off. That's an odd thing to put in that sentence. So yeah, the future is looking bright.
We're going to save jobs by slashing the entertainment budget.
Yeah,
so that's going to save one job for about 30 minutes.
I've seen, yeah, that's the thing though. I've seen
hour.
the budget for the last couple of years. That you're not saving anyone.
So it's a good thing that you got a head start on looking around and thinking about whatever professions you would like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to take the martyr role here for the younger crowd. So if someone like, all right, we're gonna need to lay off, pick me.
Sir, I'll do it, sir.
Yeah. The problem is you're never then the one to be let go because no, we're keeping you. God damn it! Come on, can't you do one thing for me? I've been doing things for you for years.
Yeah, you're the useful one.
Yeah,
you're the one person that knows how any of this stuff works.
But I'm really not though, and I'm trying to tell them I shouldn't be here. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on. Oh, well.
I've been trying to offload my knowledge onto anyone that will listen for years, but no one will.
Yeah. And then they come like, you're the first one to actually speak the truth. We need more like you. God damn it. Come on. Fire me already.
It might not be that. Yeah. Oh, let's not talk work.
No.
Just
Let's talk making.
yes.
Yes. It's a maker podcast, isn't it?
We claim to be at least.
Now, this week is a good week. Someone has a video out. We actually got
Yes.
some making to talk about. So, anyone feel like fessing up?
Um, yes, YouTube is a crazy, chaotic place.
Yes. At times.
Yes.
Because just before we started recording, I put a video out on Sunday afternoon, and just before recording, there's a peek behind the curtain, everyone. It's Tuesday, so 2 days ago I put this video out, and it's already had 1,000 views.
Oh.
Just ticked over to 1,000 views, which is significantly above average. And I find it even more surprising that it's had 1,000 views for a video which was recorded. It was recorded over 2 days, probably a grand total of about 20 minutes worth of actually making and thrown together in an afternoon. And it's going to be one of the most popular videos on my channel this year. So it really does make you wonder, why bother? Why try harder?
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather not think about it. But it
We've
wasn't
always had
really.
those things.
It was a nice little video. But I mean, I wouldn't say I felt that it was low effort, but it was relaxed. It was. I mean, I mean, it feels like every video, or yeah, maybe it's cooled down a bit, but it's a lot about that. About, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I only have 24 hours to do it, and oh, it's so hyped, and everything is very much. We're cranking up the anxiety as far as we can go. But this was just relaxed. Look, I got some free shit. Oh, I can use this. There, I fixed
Pretty
it.
much.
It's nice.
That's pretty much exactly that's what it was. Yeah. Because, like I said in the video, I've been meaning. It's still on my list. I haven't crossed it off yet. But when I made that tool chest, there was always the plan to have a top tray in it. And it's one of those things of, this is going to be really quick to make. It's going to be really simple. It's just a tray. It's not even a box. It's like 2/3 of a box.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's 5 pieces of rectangular wood glued and nail gunned together. And then I just, like I said, I'm lazy.
Yeah, but
I mean, you just summarized 80% of all woodworking throughout history.
Box making.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make a box. Yeah.
So
And then,
is the Dutch tool chest considered complete now?
well, yes. Complete in terms of its original plans, but yeah. Nothing is ever perfect and nothing is ever finished.
No, but I mean, it's the version 1.
Version 1, well, we're probably on to version 1.1 now.
Not being in the half pint where we can Google shit. What defines a Dutch tool chest? I have a lot of references for Dutch, and it's always weird. So what's up with the tool chest?
It loves bicycling and wears clogs.
Yeah.
And
farts under duvets? Okay, yeah, all right.
A tool chest with clogs is a really great image, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool. We should make a stand for it. It would just be like 2 legs and wooden clogs.
I don't know what makes a tool chest Dutch, other than it's always got that sloping top, which is very good because you can't pile shit on top of it.
Bug and feature. Yeah.
Yeah. And the version I've got, mine's not really a Dutch tool chest, but it's in the style of, because a proper Dutch tool chest is a lot smaller.
Yeah, they should
It's for
be being carryable.
it should be portable.
Yeah, portable. That's the word.
Some people like to make like a bottom unit, so it's a bit like those big sort of garage systems where you can buy the small trays and then you put a big unit underneath it. Some people like to make a bigger unit which sits underneath, but then you can use like a very, very long piece of wood which goes all the way through the front fall on the little box and the big box underneath, so it locks the whole lot at once. It's like a great big ruler that goes from the top box through a little notch in the bit that comes off the front to cover the lower section. But mine's got drawers in it and is big enough for power tools and is made of 1/2-inch plywood, so it weighs an absolute ton even when empty.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It doesn't look portable even empty. And
No.
filled with tools, no chance.
That's not moving anywhere. Even when it's empty, it's a struggle to move the bloody thing.
Yeah.
So it went there when I finished it, and there it has remained ever since.
But it's a keeper of tools, so it works.
As a keeper of tools, it's brilliant. I'll probably put some tool holders actually on the flip-up lid at some point. I'll put the Japanese pool saws up there maybe, because they can just have a little tool rest and a magnet just to hold them in.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like those gimbal things that you use for cup holders on boats, so that they pivot when you open the lid, but it takes up a lot of space. So, yeah, magnets make a lot of sense.
It would look cool if you had something like, something that flips with the lid, so to say. But I guess you're not in need of a compass in the workshop that much.
No, definitely don't need my sextant anymore. I've got GPS for that sort of stuff.
When you want to know where in the workshop you are.
Exactly. I'm trying to see the stars, but all I can see is concrete.
Damp concrete at that.
I mean, it is easy for you. You're living on the meridian, so I mean, you should just you just need one light bulb in your workshop that turns on at 12 o'clock, and that you measure the distance to the horizon. Yep, still in my workshop.
Exactly. I haven't progressed from this area.
Well, considering worldly events, it's always good to check.
It's always good to check, and it's always good to feel comfortable in a sort of bunker-like place. Yeah, I have the option to leave now, but in the future I may not. So get comfy. Always have a comfortable chair. Have you got your towel?
Yes, I have plenty of towels in the workshop, actually. So, yeah.
Well, there we go then. Then you'll be fine.
Do you really need a towel if you're just going to hunker down in your workshop?
That depends on what you're going to do in your workshop. Never mind. Move along.
Okay, move along.
That was more of a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference than actual needing a towel. A towel, 4 pints of bitter, and some peanuts.
I guess the peanuts will be eaten first. But yeah, let's not go down the bunker route either. Not at this point.
So no work and no apocalyptic world events.
We can save that for the half point at least.
Yeah. So we'll just wrap this up now then, shall we?
Yeah.
How about anybody else in the making thing? I see that you've finished and delivered the bunk beds.
Yes, I mean almost finished because we were losing daylight quickly, and it took a lot of time because my weird design requires a lot of screws, so it takes a lot of time. And when you have a 7-year-old constantly babbling in the background, it's kind of hard to think. So it took longer to assemble them than I thought. But
what a Swedish piece of furniture needing a lot of screws? That's a new.
No one is surprised at all. It was delivered rather flat packed as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have it out of the workshop. It feels surprisingly roomy now. So that is great. So we'll see. We won't use them until next year when the weather is nicer to be there. So we don't know for sure that they work, but it looks like they work at least. Um, so we'll see. So yeah, that was good. And I also, when I think I talked about that last week, that I've been combing through cleaning up my work tables and actually got some stuff done for the this is just a 5-minute job pile. So that was also trying to fix a broken woven wooden basket that my youngest it came from my parents. I don't know how old it is, probably very old because the wood is really fragile, because my kid sat on it and it one side shattered. So my parents wanted to throw it away, but I felt like, I can at least play around with it and try to fix it. And I've been having it in the workshop for maybe a year or something like that. But not,
One of those projects.
yeah. And in this summer, I actually got this is a nice thin strip of wood, like roughly a millimeter thick or something like that. I could use this. And then that has been laying around as well. And so now I finally got to it and actually plane it down a bit and just try to bend it with some steam. I just took an old, or not an old, it's not used, a sewer pipe, a part of a sewer pipe, plug that off and just poured in a kettle of boiling water and put the wood in and let it soak there in the steam for like 15 minutes. And that it bend okay enough. And then I tried to glue in some more parts and it worked okay. And then it actually started to go rather nicely. But then I've been not that careful with the alignment in the beginning, so it's all widdly wonky in every direction. So it doesn't really look that good when you look closely at it, because the dimensions are a bit off and that sort of thing. But
Or it is a rustic handmade repair.
yes, very very much so.
It's all in the marketing.
And since that was just some sheet pine, I'm gonna try to stain it, but I only have some oak stain that is too dark, so I just mixed like 50-50 stain and boiled linseed oil, and that was it's roughly the same. If you squint at a distance, it's roughly the same color. So yeah, now I have a crappy old basket.
You should order a roll of those right to repair stickers. So you just slap one of those on it. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Well, if it might not be perfect and it might not be a perfect match, but it's all a learning experience, isn't it?
Yeah, and I also felt it was very much on brand. I mean, it was a crude but efficient repair.
Then it's perfect.
Yeah, I feel I need to live up to that name from time to time. And we had some. This is not something I've been making, but something I will need to make, because just yesterday evening, I finally checked what the weird noises in the ventilation was, and that was some birds have decided to hide in our ventilation. I guess it's because it's really cold. So you heard some scratching at night, and that was might be a blue jay. I'll Google that later. Yeah. So and we have the 3 bedrooms on the top floor. All have old ventilation ducts. I know they're old because they're not the standard anymore. They're only 70 millimeters in diameter, where the smallest now I think is 100. So you can't really find replacement parts for them, and they're from like the 80s. So the plastic is rather brittle, and I've seen it from the outside that one of the grates were gone, and I wonder why that. Now I realize that that's because birds have been pecking at it to get inside, because all 3 of them had a little bird laying there, just playing dead and trying not to be seen. And I mean that would have been kind of cute in a way. I mean, to have a little pet, so to say. But the problem is that they are pooping where they're sleeping, and they're spreading that poop back, which is inside, so it falls down on the inside. And that's not really nice because in 2 of the rooms we have the beds just underneath that ventilation. So that's
It's not ideal, is it?
not ideal, no.
No.
So I have
The
to find a
word-
way to put in a grate to keep them out.
Yeah, the word bird flu comes to mind.
Yeah. The only problem is that these are at 2.5 floors above the ground level, and we don't have a ladder even remotely close to reaching that. And even if we had that, I'm not sure if I want to climb up that high ladder. And the ground isn't really suitable for. I mean, you can't just get a skylift because it's nowhere to drive it in. So you have to. It sounds expensive to do it from the outside, so I need to find at least a quick fix from the inside. So I guess
But
I was about to say.
can you park the car underneath?
no.
No, because I did that this week. I needed to change the light on the outside of the house.
The
And
one that you didn't have a ladder long enough to reach.
yeah, but yesterday I put our trailer next to the wall, and then I put the ladder up in that, and then it was just long enough. But it didn't look. I remembered to put the brakes on
It
before
does
getting
sound
up
like
there. Yeah,
one of those videos or images that you get to see when you do a work safety course. When people put
exactly.
a step ladder on a forklift or something like that.
Yep. Someone's falling off of that and getting impaled or falls into an industrial shredder.
Yeah.
Now, what you should have done. Where's your fall arrest equipment? There you go.
The problem is I actually got proper fall arrestor equipment. I just don't got anywhere to connect it. Of course, I can connect it to the ladder as I'm going up, but once it's tilting to the side, it's not holding it. So we're back at square one.
Yeah, but you didn't die.
No, I didn't die. So leading by example, I thought you could do that for your bird problem. And it got me thinking, it's a phenomenon, of course, in the United States, obviously, where people tend to reside in people's attics without them knowing. And it's so common that it's got its own word, which just don't remember what is. But people like, I think I can hear creaking up in the attic and whatnot. And then when they check out, they found out that people have been living up there for months, just getting up in the daytime when they're left for work, and then crawling back up again before people get home. And then they just stay as quiet as they can
Because that sounds
for
like
the,
fun.
yeah, I mean, people are moved into shopping malls, living in the walls and whatnot. So I mean, it's also in the Americas, if I don't remember correctly. So yeah, not sure what's going on over there, but I never did.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? I think it's called. No, it's not called magpieing. I think it's got some sort of bird name. Cuckooing is not the same thing.
No, because
No.
the cuckoo, that's the one who just tosses out the others. So that's more like a home invasion, isn't it?
Yeah,
No.
that's someone who just moves into someone's house and tells them that they live there now.
Also very much a phenomenon
Yeah, that's the
in the
thing.
States and Spain, and in Spain that is also common.
If you say so.
Yeah. I know it has a term, but I can't remember what it is either.
Yeah, well, we might remember. We might Google it in the half pint, but
And if you
we'll
don't,
probably never know. Yeah,
you can send us a message on the Instagram and we'll find out.
yeah.
And
And then we'll forget about it and never mention it again.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and other than that, now winter has really come here, like 5 degrees minus for the last couple of days. And we realized that no, the pergola was not enough to keep the ice off the windscreen.
Ah,
So we have to look into that and see if we can fix it somehow. But I've heard that
Overhead patio heaters.
that might be it. That might be something, or some
not
just
very efficient.
or just some car heater thingies, perhaps. But I've heard that they're going to change the legislation, so now maybe we actually uh, could get a permission to put a roof on there, perhaps next year. It sounded like maybe something like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean you already got the beams up there, so putting a
Yeah,
roof on
now it's
top of
just
that.
just to put the boards down and then we have a roof. It might not be built for snow loads, so yeah.
Could you just throw up a couple of infrared lamps? Just turn them on 20 minutes before you want to leave.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
If not, I have some nozzles and it's an igniter system. So I mean, if ice on your windshield is a problem, I can send you a care package.
Yeah, installing flamethrowers in a wooden structure, that sounds like a brilliant idea. Just a wall
Well,
of flame to drive through. Like a car wash, but with fire instead of water.
at least
Oh,
it would
that's
de-ice the whole car very quickly.
oh yeah.
Yeah. We are apparently turning into a cold snap. I mean, not yeah, it's all relative, but it was a massive 4 degrees when I left work this morning, and it was it's dropped by about 10 degrees since the weekend. So this morning it was that's brisk. As I walked out the front door,
Yeah.
turned around, went straight back inside. Right, where's my hat?
You actually did leave then. You just said, nope, I'm going back to bed.
No. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, No, we're not going to talk about work.
Nope. Oh, Haavard, save us from work talk.
Yeah.
Please save you had
We had the same here as well. And of course, in the nick of time, last afternoon, my wife got some new winter tires. Because the ones that she has are studless, but she wanted with studs. And I realized that the dimension on her winter tires also fit the rims of my old winter tires, which are worn out. So she got new tires. I got new tires for free. You just have to swap them around, which is a win for everyone. So now we're ready for winter. And I also started hooking my car up to the heater defroster system, so it's nice and cozy in the morning when I get up. It is a lot easier to get the kids to run into the car when it's freezing cold outside and they know that the car is hot. Because in the summertime, it's like, oh, picking strawberries, and oh, look at this dead bird, and look, a butterfly, and they're off. And then you have to herd them like sheep. But now they're like, ooh, warm car. And then they just flock to it. So it's very easy. Saves me probably half an hour every day. So it's worth the money.
So tell me, is that some sort of add-on thing, or is it part of the car system?
Um, no, it is an add-on. So I think they added it as an accessory when they bought it from the dealership, because it has an integrated socket in the front. So it is, I think it has a heating loop in the oil sump to heat the oil, and there's also like a heater fan blower inside the footwell of the car, so it heats it up nice and cozy. So you
Interesting.
just have to remember not to put anything flammable in front of there. I think the heater is like 2,000 watts or something like that. So yeah, it defrosts the car relatively easy.
Oh,
Yeah, might want to
yeah.
install something like that. Because our car, I mean, it's a French car, it doesn't really like cold that much. So, yeah, we'll see how we'll do this winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's Japanese, which means it does heat up pretty quickly. So you can sit and idle it just for a few minutes, and the heat will start coming through quite quickly. But the air conditioning compressor gave up several years ago, so using the air conditioning to dry the inside out no longer an option. So it's
No.
always quite misty.
I mean, I spent a lot of money on my car this year, but there is one thing I'll give it. It had an issue that it fixed itself without any help. Last winter, I realized that when you put the heater on, of course, today there is no manual valves for anything, so it's just like if you choose the direction of the blower, you can hear some pneumatic levers and something opening up deep into the dashboard. And for some reason, it started. If you put it on heat, the hot air were flowing, and then on the driver's side, it just switched to cold air. Then it switched back to hot air. So you were sitting there being fried, frozen, fried, frozen, like a 20-second interval. And that's a bit annoying. And then of course summer came, and then if you turn it on cooling, it just stays constant. And of course in the summertime I stopped thinking about it. But now it works without anyone ever touching it. So I don't know what was wrong with it. Maybe it was because the garage, when they worked on it, they had to disconnect the battery, so it's just a turn it off, turn it on again situation. I'm not sure, but at least it works now. Knock on wood. I mean, it probably won't tomorrow, but here we are.
Yeah, I forgot that mine has this interesting thing of it'll be hot, it'll be hot, it'll be hot, and then it'll just go stone cold. And the only, and then if you sort of like jog the heat dial up just a couple more clicks, it'll come back again. And I can't be bothered to work out what's wrong with it. I know I can get it back. It's annoying.
Yeah, I mean, if you just can fiddle a bit on the knob every now and then, it sorts itself out.
Like
Oh.
a safe cracker that you don't want to turn the heat up too much, just enough to get it to kick in again.
Just enough, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be some, I don't know, some solenoid which decides that no, that's enough heat. Turn it off. But it'll be a solenoid or a sensor or something, and I cannot be bothered to find out what it is because cars are boring.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Some people love them. Some people well, yeah. When I had an old Volvo, part of the reason I had to get rid of it because it was always breaking down and always needed a new part, and I was spending every bloody weekend, bent up like a pretzel trying to get underneath the dashboard, trying to find some obscure thing, or underneath it changing something else. And so I just want to get something nice and boring. So I bought a Honda because you just put petrol in one end and it goes forward.
Do you need to put petrol in the other end for it to go in reverse?
No, it's clever like that.
That's all you really want of a car.
Yeah. I mean, money no object. I would have a small garage of interesting old stuff. I don't want a new car. I'm not interested in new cars at all. They're all they're just laptops on wheels, and they don't interest me. But for the time being, for something which I just use every day to go to work and go to the supermarket and go back again, I want something as boring and as anonymous as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I would very much like the same setup, or should I call arrangement, that Jay Leno has, because he has a huge garage with old classic vintage car, mint condition. And the reason they are mint is because he has a Swede. I think it's a Swede, like a master mechanic, full-time employed, just servicing all his cars and changing oils on them, because he has so many cars that you can drive some of them just once or twice a year. But when he sits down and pick a car, like I'm going to drive this one today. It just works. So that would be nice. Have a workshop, and then of course I could change the wiper blade, and yeah, maybe polish the mirror with the end of my sleeves or something like that, and pat myself. I've been a mechanic today. Well known that there's the Swedish master mechanic that is
Yeah.
really carrying my weight. I'd be comfortable with that.
I top off my own washer fluid. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that I know exactly what will happen if I had that kind of play money and have a fleet of cars and have a part-time mechanic come in like 2 days a week to fix everything. And it's okay, what have you messed up? This? Well, I was doing this on this car, and now that doesn't work, and I've been trying to do this. Okay, yeah, so I probably have a full-time mechanic when I think about it, but yeah. On the weekend, I tried to do this, and now nothing works. And just as a learning experience.
Yeah, because that's the annoying thing when something breaks with your car, you have to get it to the workshop, and then you need a rental car, or you have to take the bus, and then you have to wait for them to actually have time to look at it and whatnot. So it's much better to have a workshop and a guy at home. It's like, no, we don't eat out. We have McDonald's at home. It's like, yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, when you start adding all that up, what would it cost just to go by taxi instead and not have a car at all? Probably
Far too much
cheaper than a
money.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Could you have a rental company? I mean, I do like to drive myself, having the illusion of being in control of something. And then if you could just like, I need a car now, and today I want an old MG, and then this company has a line of drivers dressed up as James the butler. They get into that car and they drive it home to you, and like, here's the car, sir. It's running all heated up, and thank you. And you get in and you drive, and the butler just stands there in your driveway until you get back home again, and then you just hand him your keys and, oh, thank you, sir, and then he drives back to that rental place and top it up and fix all the dings and nicks you put on it.
Or you have a driver for the driver. So the driver comes along and drops your car off. You drive to your destination, and there is a car there to pick up the car and the driver. They deliver a driver to the car, and then they take it home again and leave you another one. So yeah.
Then you have
Yeah,
two. Do you
because
have two
God,
drivers then? You have
You need
Kool-Aid
3
drivers.
drivers, 4 cars.
Is
But
this a math problem?
but that's the yeah. If you have 2 apples and 2 cars and 1 driver, how long will it take before now? But that gives you the nice possibility, because God forbid you have to drive to and from your co-op in the same car. So yeah, I'll have the MG to the co-op, but I have the Jag on the way back. Now I'll drop off at the local pub, and from there I'll drive the Honda Odyssey.
So, I can't be seen driving the same car twice in 1 week.
No, you get a Jag when you go to the hardware store, and then when you're done, then you have a pickup waiting outside where you can load your stuff in and go home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice old vintage panel van. Take all your ply back to your workshop.
I think it's called Rupert Grint or something. I'm not sure about the last name. He plays in the Harry Potter movies.
Ah, yeah, the Ron.
And yeah, and what did he do once he retired? Because they are set for life, so they can do whatever they want. So of course, two of them went on, or probably more of them. They went on to do more acting, and he's like, no, buy myself an ice cream van and just drive around in it. So that's the kind of, yep, I got this one job. I'm now set for life. What would the 8-year-old me do? Oh, ice cream van. Yep. So what you could get like an old I really think they're cool. The old Citroen panel vans that they convert to pizza parlors and whatnot, and
Yeah.
yeah, you can just drive around giving away pizzas to homeless people. I'm like, that's
HY
your job.
van.
What
One of the HY.
HY? Yeah, the high
Yeah,
van. Yeah,
look like they're made out of corrugated steel.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
lovely things. Massively unreliable.
I mean, they are French. What did you expect?
Well, yeah.
And they rust.
Oh yes, they rust.
But I mean, if you have a plate shop next door, I mean, you can always get spare parts. You're like, yeah, I need a square corrugated panel. Yep, there you are. Then you just pop rivet it in, and off you go.
Off you go. That's a good repair.
Yeah,
Yeah, a good rural repair.
that's the best repair.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I find out no one parks really close to you if you have a car that looks like just you tacked on some pieces of corrugated steel with a nail gun.
yeah, that's what I do when I go to the parking lot. I park to the closest to the most expensive car I can find, because they are more afraid to dent their car than they are mine. So they will be really careful getting in and out of their car next to mine. So it's a win-win.
That's a good thing about driving an old banger. You really don't care if someone opens their door into it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's already dented enough.
I think I saw a sticker one time. My car costs £500. Do you really want to brake check me? Like, I will easily total this car just to make a point. You probably have a mortgage on your car, so how much are you willing to put on this Russian roulette?
I know. Someone asked me once. I said, "It's sort. It. I know there's no work chat, but we were outside of work. But someone asked me, why do you drive such an old crap car? You get paid well enough." And so I flipped it on its head and say, okay, well, how much are you paying a month? And they got some little sporty Audi brand new thing. I said, how much are you paying a month for that? And they went, oh, about £600. £600 a month?
That's 7 Stanley's number 4.
Yeah. £600 a month on something that you will never own and is depreciating whilst you're paying interest on it.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But yeah, some people just must have the latest shiny thing, mustn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, there was a couple of families in class that they swapped the car every 4 years. And I was like, yeah, but the 2 to 3 first year is where it loses its most value. And at that point, you go and exchange it in and get a new one. And of course, the car dealer was just like, nice, because they're bringing in a 4-year-old car, hardly driven, because they also treat it very nice, because, yeah, but we're going to swap it in and get a good deal on it to get a new car. The only one getting a good deal on that is the car dealer. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I bought my car 2 years old, because then it lost the majority of its value, and I'm going to drive it to the ground. So, yeah, I'm not a car dealer's wet dream, I'm afraid.
Well.
There's your episode title right there.
And oh, how disappointed they will be if they listen from that.
Yeah.
All the car dealers searching for a podcast to listen to.
Cardealers wet dream. This guy who buys one car and then keeps it for 10 years.
Yeah. Let's put a contract out on him.
We want less of this buy once nonsense. No.
I mean, I mean, you need to what is it I'm trying to say? You should really happy nowadays if there is something that you actually are allowed to buy, because everything is trying to be a subscription and rent and leasing and as
Yeah.
far as it can be. I mean,
I absolutely hate all that shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't remember who said it, but there was that fella who's in charge of the World Bank or is it the World Economic Forum, who said you will own nothing and you will be happy.
And you don't know me.
Yeah.
I'm happier for
Yeah, this
every
making podcasts of sliding into conspiracy theory territory.
Right, I got kind of pissed here because I bought a new angle grinder, and then if you add like 50 pounds extra, you can get it with Bluetooth. It's an angle grinder. I don't need a fucking app that tells me how much battery is left and what power I am at, or it can optimize my grinding pattern. They so missed the mark.
Yeah.
So I got annoyed. So even if that was cheaper, I was going to buy the more expensive one without any of that crap. That really rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, I'm stuck to that battery package, so I couldn't do much about it. So
I know, but your toothbrush doesn't need to connect to the fucking internet, does it?
no.
Even though there's some people out there going, "Oh no, it's really good." Actually, it isn't.
No,
it's not. No. So I will pay more for something which has no smart features in it. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're happy to know that I got some making done this week that you can buy subscription free, made to work, and if it breaks, it's made to be repaired. So I found my niche. I had some clocks laying around, which we talked about in the last episode. So I 3D printed hands for all of them and put them together. I boxed them up. Now I just need some, not sure what it's called in English, but in Norway we call it wooden wool. The wooden shavings that you use for stuffing packages, and it's often used in the vintage handmade stuff that is sold on Etsy. So I made 4 clocks and 3 butter knives, which turned out well. So I did a bit of sanding, and voila, I've sorted out a lot of Christmas gifts. More than I planned on giving this year. So
you got some spares. If someone has been a real good boy or girl.
Exactly.
Then you get 2 clocks.
For that, double time keeping, whatever. Yeah.
What you're looking for is raffia.
Raffia?
Raffia.
Never
That's wooden
heard it.
wool. Yeah, it's like a wooden wool raffia. It's you use it for packaging. You can use it in crafts. It's sort of dried. It's very strong. I think it's a grass actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As a natural resource. Oh, I hear Googling. Not in the half pint. Busted.
But when you tempt us like that, come with weird words that, I mean, we have to fact check you. You could be just making stuff up.
I would be happy with that. Yeah.
I'm Googling as well. I'm just breaking all the rules.
So now I need, I only need raffia, and then I got a stack of paper, which is like blank with a sticker backside. Then you can just print whatever you want on it and then slap it on the box. I'm gonna do a proper logo and everything. So yeah, someone is getting lucky this Christmas.
Lucky them.
in more ways than one. And in
surprise,
surprise. Do you got time for a quickie? Yeah. If
You
not,
got
here's the
time to
clock.
fit me in? Yes.
Yeah.
Have you got time for it? Well, I don't know. The battery. You didn't supply a battery, so
Yeah. That's I thought about that. Should I? Because I'm annoyed when they don't add batteries, but yeah, batteries cost money, so maybe not.
And
But
maybe
speaking,
they wouldn't like a package that was ticking as well. That's not ominous at all.
yeah, at least not send it with the postal service. Yeah. But speaking of time, um, in between everything else, I've finished and filmed all the bellows video for the Hell Quarter, and I already uploaded it as an extended cut for the Patreons. I'm still on the fence if that's considered a bonus or a punishment. I'm not sure, but they don't leave, so there must be something there. Um, but it was a bit on the longer side, so thinking, all right, 37 minutes, I think it was, and then I just looked at what I could chop out, and then I could do it like a 20-minute video. Um, and then I realized, why do I why do I care about time when James over at Fix It Finger just launched this 7-hour video on Craig tools? Like, yeah, I'm not cutting down my 37 minutes. I'm just this is nothing. If anything, I should add a day. But I kind of like should I up him with like 1 minute? But I realized it's gonna take me 7 hours of. I mean, I can't fit 7 hours continuously in my workshop. Then I have to pay my wife and a lot of candy for the kids and send them away on a Saturday just to spend 7 hours in the workshop. I mean, that would be the smallest challenge. But no, I don't think I have a 7-hour video in me.
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I tend to favour the longer video to watch, but I'm always very aware when I'm making a video that if I'm sort of straying into the sort of 10-minute territory, it's like this is too long. People are going to be bored.
Yeah.
But I suppose it depends. It depends what you're watching.
Yeah, and that depends on when you're watching it as well, because if you have like a free Sunday afternoon or whatever, and I just want to sit down and watch on YouTube, then 20-30 minutes is no problem. But if I see a video, oh, there's a new video by Haavard, it's 5 minutes, and I'll watch it right now. But
Yeah.
if it's 12-15 minutes, then maybe, and if it's over 20, so nope, that goes to the watch later list of I will never get through this.
But
Yeah.
with movie magic, though, you could film the intro last, so you need to be a bit finicky because you have to realize how much time you're doing on the intro. But you could like, hi, this is the new video. If you jump to 2 minutes, you can see me rambling on about. But if you don't care about that, jump to 5 minutes, then you can see me just choosing the materials, and then after that, jump to 17 minutes because that's the interesting part. And voila, you're done. Because I must admit, some long videos, they are interesting, but yeah, this is too much detail. I understand how you're doing this. I'm just jumping 5 minutes increments. Like, all right, so okay, that I understand. Next, that. Oh, this is interesting. Watch 10 minutes of that, and then skipping half an hour in. So
Skip to the end. I
Yeah.
just want to see the thing that I've already seen in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, why did I even bother watching it?
Yeah. Just do a
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction cut instead. I don't know how well that would work for a maker video, or maybe it would.
I think it is harder than it sounds.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't remember seeing it at least. And someone should have tried it if it works, I feel.
Yeah, but I see a lot of people like have like 5 days later or whatnot. But yeah, you can just chop it up and mix it like Tarantino, and then Yeah, you really have to pay attention, and then there's a discussion in the comments what it really meant and what that segment was. Was that the future or was that in the past? We're not sure, and I'm not sure either. So, I in the video, I had to like emphasize that during the video, I do a lot of not only scene changes but also clothing changes. So that's because it's been filmed over so long a period of time that I can't be bothered keeping track anymore. Like running back and, oh, where did I leave off? No, that shirt is now in the wash. All right, I'll take that one. I can't find my blue cap, so right, do a brown one. So it's but no, turns out people don't pay attention to those details. I mean, you could probably drive a bus through my workshop and people wouldn't notice. So
I had a comment once on one of my videos, which the only thing was, how many watches do you own? Not related to anything I was making or any vague relation to the product or the process. They just noticed that in every shot I was wearing a different watch. It's like, yeah, because I do own quite a few, or did. And this has been filmed over a very, very long time.
yeah, that's the thing though that really surprised me. And sometimes I'm just, without even thinking about it, I'm just fiddling around with my wedding ring, and then sometimes I just pull it off and then just, all right, put it on the other finger. And I've obviously done that while in the workshop. And I think it was Michelle, Glenn's wife, who just commented like, did did he switch ring on his finger, or did he like mirror the image? Like, that's an eye for detail I will never have. Someone just have it. We have a person at work, you walk in and like they instantly notice that something is different. Is it a new, is it this, is it that? Someone just has that ability. Someone could shave their head off and come into office and I wouldn't know. So
Maybe it was that Michelle is interested in knowing if you're single or not for some reason. I'm
well,
not
it's
gonna speculate more on that, but
highly unlikely.
no, don't sell yourself short. I'm sure there's a market.
I mean, the market for introvert ginger. I mean, it's at least a market of one because I married that one. So,
But she can't be the only one. You can't be that lucky.
well, I've been playing the lottery, but it seems like I've spent all my luck. So it might
Okay,
just
maybe.
be. But then again, I don't plan on changing anything. Like, I am happily married. It sounds like a cliche, and then yeah, I see that. I saw someone. I think it was an Indian couple who were arguing if like, do you want a second wife? And I'm up for it if you want it. And like, and he's like, a second wife? Isn't it enough with one? And I think we talked about that earlier. I wouldn't even know where to start if I was going to start over again. It's like, no, I mean, if I can't make this work, then I won't make anything work. So then I'll just, yep, I gave it a good go. Let's leave it at that.
I gave it a good go, and now I'm just a man who lives in a garage with a selection of strange inventions, alone.
Fighting crime at night, wearing a cape. He sewed himself.
In the secret underground layer,
Yeah.
which will mean everything to anybody who's listened to last week's half pint.
Yes.
Yeah. And here we said that nothing interesting was going on in the last week's half pint, and you could easily just skip it to this episode. Who feels stupid now?
Mm.
Me, kind of, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm a bit unsure myself, but I'll go back and listen to it to see if does this make sense. Probably not. Don't care.
I thought we just talked about lawnmowers in last week's half pint.
We had some
I
feedback on the lawnmower chat.
We
It's
did.
very brief, and I will find it now. Where is it? It's from Jim, my mate Jim, of landwaveindustries on Instagram. Go and buy some of his lovely things. The total feedback was, "Old lawnmower club, don't threaten me with a good time."
Well, I had some interaction myself when it came to the lawnmower experience because our friend Tim over at Turgworks, he has listened to the episode and he sent me a message today. I am spending 1.5 hours in the car on my way to work and I need something to think about. So tell me, what's the issue with your lawnmower not running? So then I can just engage my brain and try to figure out what it might be. So we had some chat back and forth with the symptoms and whatnot. And of course, me tossed it out and scavenged it for parts and bought a new one. I mean, we glossed over that part. So we talked a bit back and forth about what it could be and could not. So, yeah, people are getting entertainment out of it. And also brain activity. What was it called? Brain exercise. Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah.
That wasn't on my 2025 bingo card.
No, it wasn't really. I didn't think that we offered that service, but apparently we do. So you're welcome.
Yeah. And for free, cherish it. Might not last. Next week, subscription. No, we can, at least for the unforeseeable future, promise you that these episodes will be free and you are allowed to own them for as long as you want, basically. Please
I don't
pirate
think
us.
we should.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still, people, still. Ugh, ugh.
Maybe we should also publish the raw file so then they can edit their own podcast.
You can make it yourself.
Yeah.
Finish at home. Bake off podcast.
Make your own making podcast.
We prepared all the ingredients. You just put it together.
We can't promise that any of these ingredients know what they're doing, whether they're fully formed
Or within their expiry date. But...
Exactly. Some of them might be a little bit smelly, but you scrape off the greasy bits, it'll be fine.
I wonder how long episodes we would get if someone was just editing it for their own amusement.
45 seconds.
Is that just the intro music?
Yep. Great episode, guys.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah. The world's shortest episode. That's interesting, though. Is there an AI service out there where you can feed it all the recordings from day one and then use these audio clips to mix it into an episode where we talk about and we just give it a theme? Do we have enough
Probably.
backlog for AI to train sufficiently to make an AI dummy episode? Or maybe this one is it. You will never know, will you? Nope.
Are you suggesting a group redundancy and we'll just get AI to do the fucking thing?
Yeah. Talk to the hand. It has 6 fingers. Is it AI? Who knows?
Or just inbreeding.
Oh, that's the. I mean, sometimes, maybe once or twice a year, you stumble over a video so brilliant, so dumb that it stops you dead in your tracks and like, what did I just witness? And this one guy thought, let's see if we can trick the speed cameras into this must be AI or fake. And then, of course, he made some mannequin hands with an extra finger and then just putting several hands on the dashboard and one of them holding a cell phone, which is illegal. And then he just drove past a speed camera and then he got the picture and you can see the picture like, yeah, one hand holding the phone, but is it his hand? Or no, it has 6 fingers, so it can't be. That's a brilliant concept. That's what we need. That's what internet was made for. And kitty videos. The end.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Half pint flag.
Yeah.
Let's get the awkward silence flag.
Yeah, I thought you were a flag master, but you quit that job rather quickly.
Well, the flags are in a box and they're on the top shelf, and
You're lazy.
I'm lazy. I think we've all worked that one out.